Okay, this is Brent from TradeGuild.blogspot.com, and it's the 27th of November 2006. This is part two, and we're taking a look at some industry groups. I was just talking about copper, silver, and gold, looking a little bit like maybe there's going to be some profit taking coming into play here. It just doesn't make sense that the market was down as hard as it was, and if all those concerns were on the dollar, I'd expect to see gold and silver and copper really running, and they really look like they're about ready to pull back a little bit, and the dollar kind of looks like it's about ready to bounce. Now, I do not think that this is indicative of a long-term trend. If this little move happens tomorrow, I think it's just a bounce probably. We'll have to see how it plays out. Let's take a look at a few other industry groups that have been doing have been doing better. Okay, in the last 5 days. Okay, REITs obviously got hit hard today, but they had been doing pretty well. Steel and iron. Now, I talked about steel and iron in the video on Saturday, and I said that I thought steel and iron would benefit from the weaker dollar, but they looked like they were ready to pull back a little bit. So we have some pretty big volume here. I think this is just panic selling that's going on, but it does look like steel and iron are going to pull back a little bit, and we're going to take a look at some ideas in steel and iron in a minute. And let's see, let's take a look at a few more here. Okay, here's metals. Here's aluminum. Aluminum looks like it's going to pull back. Nice run in Alcoa last week. So all in all, I think we're probably going to see the dollar bounce in the next couple days, and I think we're going to see the gold stocks see some profit taking. Same with silver and copper. Okay, here's retail. You can see retail got hit really hard today. What else can you say? So what I'm going to do at this point, I think, is go ahead and jump to our watch list. Let me address one other thing why I have these charts up. I'm going to take a look at the S&P again real quick, and here we go. Here's just an idea of how we're going to play this. We see a really strong move down today. I would expect to see a little bit more follow through tomorrow. Let's take a look at a 15-minute chart. If we do see some choppy trading tomorrow morning, if we see some range-bound trading, no real direction, no big gap down, no push higher, I'd expect that some traders are going to take that opportunity to go ahead and short, and I would think that there's going to be some more selling. If there's a big gap down, the possibility is good that there's going to be some buying. So if there's a big gap down in the morning, maybe we see some buying. If there's some sideways movement, I might expect some selling. But anyway, I think we're probably going to see at least another leg down tomorrow, and maybe we get some relief on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday later in the week. So, okay, at this point, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this watch list here, and let's see what's on it real quick. This is just some ideas from last week. CBMX was on the video last Tuesday. Actually was up 8.5% today. So if anybody got into that stock last week, very nice gain there. So CBMX up today, very nice. Reliance Steel, this is one that we talked about that I thought looked pretty decent, and I said I would like to see it pull back. So we're getting that pullback. Possibly, originally we're thinking maybe on a, if it was a light pullback, that maybe we'd see some support in this area. That's really our first line of support. I think our next zone of support is going to be right off this gap, which roughly coincides with the resistance that we see over here. So Reliance Steel might be an interesting buy around $36 or $35.75, something like that. Let's take a look at Rambus real quick. Rambus, it was down 6% today, but it did not give back all the gains from yesterday. So I think Rambus was just getting hit with the rest of the market. And there may be an opportunity there in Rambus at this point. So keep an eye on it. As far as the accumulation distribution there, it didn't get that hit. It didn't get hit that hard in MoneyStream and TSV. It didn't even go under its moving averages. So Rambus is still on my watch list for a long. I actually bought some Sirius satellite radio for my mom's portfolio today, and got that on the discount. Here's a MPET, Magellan Petroleum. This was a highly speculative play that I was talking about. Energy held up pretty well today. We've been talking about getting in some energy longs. So there's one to take a look at. MEMY. Now we were talking about maybe buying this stock and it actually had, it looks like a pretty nice day today, up 4.8%. So MEMY still looking good off this symmetrical triangle there. Here's INB. This is a short idea that we had, down about 3%, but I think there's going to be more in that. You can see this big volume over here. I don't think that's, you know, an exhaustion move, but there is some support down here, and this volume has been tapering off on the rally. So it was a really nice short over you know, the last few days, and we've been talking about that INB. Volume's very, very low on that stock, very, very speculative. Really, I shouldn't have even included it, but just for a technical picture. Okay, S&P, we've already covered that. Dow, we've covered that. Smith & Wesson, we were talking about that, I don't know, I guess a couple weeks ago, and I was thinking that I thought it looked like a short. It just has not done anything here. You know, it had one really nice day when they came out and announced that they were getting into shotguns, and really there's been no follow through on that at all, and the volume's been declining. So Smith & Wesson, I think, still looks good on that short. ORB, of course, I've been short ORB for I guess a couple weeks now. But interestingly, I'm fully invested in the market, and I'm actually on margin, and I am long some stocks that got hit pretty hard today. CRIS is one, and oh, my memory fails me, OCPI, and Sirius Satellite. And I always like to balance my portfolio out. If the market is in an uptrend, and I'm trading 4 stocks, I'm long 3 and I'm short 1. So that helped me today really avoid a lot of the losses, according to how I size my positions. And I have a post called Position Sizing I think you should check out. But I was down less than 0.5% today, and you know, my positions got hit pretty hard. So, or you know, stepped up and took up the slack there. So you know, I think Orb will be a profitable position, and I think those longs will be a profitable position. So it just allows me to mitigate my losses there. So here's Talx, TALX. This was a short we were talking about last week, off these doji days. Nice area to short them right in there. You know, I think that maybe we were talking about this as being, yeah, we were talking about this as being resistance. So, you know, if you shorted it, you did it on your own, which is good, because I like to see everybody thinking like they do on the blog. And let's see what else we have here. TMTA is a triangle that I was talking about over the weekend. Down 3.28%, but it held up in that triangle. The volume's a little bit higher today, but, you know, considering it's a panic sell-off, that's okay with me, I think. And let's see what else we have here. BE was a short from last week. Actually, I think maybe we even were talking about this a couple weeks ago. So it's down 5.54% today. You know, it was showing weakness all the way back in October. So BE, I know a few people made some money on that, so congratulations there. Okay, so that looks like that's it. I hope somebody got a piece of this CBMX. Please take the time when you get a chance to review those videos from the weekend. Now, for everybody who's seeing this on YouTube, this is probably one of the last videos I'm going to post on YouTube for a while. So I know I have some people who subscribe to my feed, and I will be on Rever for a little while. So check in at the blog at tradeguild.blogspot.com, and there's a hyphen between trade and guild. And if you guys do any holiday shopping, don't forget that I'm an Amazon affiliate, so you can click from my links and help support the Trade Guild blog, and you don't pay anything extra for that. So we really appreciate all the support we've gotten from everybody, and all the great ideas and the great community. And I encourage you, if you are watching and you haven't jumped in and got into the discussion on our tag board, please feel free to do so, because everybody there is very helpful and very kind, and we'll be there to help you out. Okay, so have a great night, and we'll hopefully see some profits tomorrow. Okay, thanks a lot.